So today's Thursday, January 21st, and I was doing some coaching with a group today, and we got on to this worksheet, this activity that we do, talking about allies, and so I thought I would share it with you guys because it was really powerful, the stuff that we were talking about today, and so I thought, hey, let's bring it to the circle of you guys right here on the Facebook group, so and the YouTube channel. So wanted to share with you guys. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to get out a piece of paper, and you're going to write down a few things here to help you to think about who is in your team, who you have, who are you missing, who you're going to add, all that kind of stuff. So what you're going to do is this: you're going to get out a piece of paper and just write on the top, just put down allies assessment. It's kind of what how we have it labeled. But what is an ally? Well, in military, in battle, a lot of times in these big wars, you have allies. You have people that come in and help you with a specific battle, or maybe even the entire war. They're kind of on your side. And so these are people that come in and really come on your side and help you to move to the next level. And so in ministry, these are people that can really help you move the ball forward, help you to get further than you can on your own. We all need allies. We all have allies, and we need to constantly be growing our allies. So here's what we're going to be doing. You're going to get out a piece of paper. You're going to write ally assessment on the top. And I've got a worksheet that we do in our coaching, but you're going to kind of make it up on your own here. So what you're going to do is you're going to write allies assessment on the top. The first row, I want you to write down a couple of people that you can say your allies. So these are going to be your advisors that you can learn from. Okay, so advisors that you can learn from. Write down 2, 3, 4 people that you feel like could really help you to learn. So who do you want to intentionally learn from? Who do you want to intentionally have speak into your life? Who are those people that you can learn from? Now, again, if you want to use this in the ministry context, you can. If you want to use this in the context of business or your own personal life, finances, marriage, whatever it is, but you could do this in multiple times. You can do the same workshop in multiple areas of your life, but you're going to find some allies to work with you. So let's take it. So first row, 2 or 3 people that you can learn from. Who are some people that are in your network, in your circle, that you can learn from? The next section is supporters to work with. Okay, so these are some supporters that you can work with. So these are people that are already bought in, they believe in you, that you can really begin to partner with, to work with, so maybe like some small group leaders, maybe just some friends that really, help partner with you. So write down 3 to 4, maybe even 5 people that you could really begin to help even more. Okay, so they're already bought in, they already believe in you, they already believe in the mission, they already believe in the ministry, but who could you maybe take a little bit deeper, okay? Draw them in a little bit closer, a little bit tighter in 2021, all right? The next row is resistors to work around. Resistors to work around, okay? So in every ministry, every job, pretty much everything we're doing, there are some things, some people that we might have to work around, okay? Maybe they're just some people that aren't quite supportive of what you're doing or the direction that you're going. The group that I was working with today, one of them put down in there kind of like a cluster of people. So they were saying, like, they called them the naysayers. Those are just kind of not supportive. And so what I encourage them to do is, okay, if there's a group of people that you want to kind of have to kind of work around them, then is there a person that's kind of the leader of that group? The Kingpin, the Paul Revere. And so the Kingpin principle is this, that, in bowling, the pins are lined up like a triangle. And that first pin that you see there is called the Kingpin. And the idea is that if you hit the Kingpin, that first pin, you're going to get all, or at least most of the pins behind it. But when they're angled like this and you aim for the 10 pin, which is way over here, and all you get is the 10 pin, you're going to hit the 10 pin, maybe the 9 pin, which is right next to it. you might get the 10 and maybe the 9. If you reach on the other side is the 7 pin. If you hit that, you might get the 7 pin and maybe the 8 pin, something like that, or maybe the 6 pin, something like that. So anyway, you want to hit that very first pin called the Kingpin, and it's going to knock it all back. The Paul Revere principle is that Paul Revere rode through and warned the people and had the same message that other horse riders that same evening were sent out. The problem is that those horse riders didn't have a connection with any of the people, and they didn't have a voice with those people, so nobody listened to them. No one believed in them. Paul Revere had a relationship with them, and so they listened to him. Now, I want you to try and choose somebody in that cluster that could be your Paul Revere, that if you spend the most time with that person, then they will get the rest of the people for you and with you. The last group is these are the neutrals that you can invite in. These are the neutrals that you can invite in. So who are some people that aren't necessarily for you, they're not necessarily against you, but who are some people that are just kind of neutral? They're just kind of there, kind of hanging out, that you could get on board. And a lot of times with these people, you've got to get into their world first, spend some time with them in their world, and then you can invite them in. And so I would say, look at the people and then ask, how can I get into their world? Are they into fishing? Are they into hunting? Then go hunting with them. Go fishing with them. Are they into playing basketball? Then go play basketball with them, right? Spend some time in their world, developing a relationship with them, and then you begin to invite them into your world. So here we go. Okay, this is how you're going to build your allies. You're going to build your allies. Okay, so the first row is advisors to learn from, 2, 3, 4, 5 people there. The second row is supporters that you work with, 2, 3, 4, 5 people there in that section as well. Resistors to work around, who you got to work around. And then the last one is neutrals to invite in. So I want you to work through this list, make up this list of people that you can grow your team. You got to constantly be growing your team, and constantly be growing the team of people that are with you, that are for you, that are bought into the ministry, that are supporting you. And so you've got to be intentional. You got to be, now look, these are like naming people forever, right? Like, so you might have somebody who's a resistor that you have to work around. And if you spend time working on that relationship, they might become a supporter. They might become somebody on your team. So it's not like classifying them forever and say, man, they're always that. What I'm saying is you want to kind of know where some people are at and begin to intentionally invest, intentionally pull them in, intentionally learn from them, intentionally ask them to get involved. Knowing where people are at and knowing how to help them get deeper involved in the ministry. So have a great day, guys. We'll see you again tomorrow.